You've built relationships with your teachers in the classroom, but do you really know them outside of school? Madeline Went highlights one PHS teacher who spends her free time helping out our furry friends. As the end of the school year approaches and classes are coming to a close, AP exams are just around the corner. Allison Wood takes a look at the different ways to get ready for the big test. The Fashion Design 2 class hosted its fashion show, End to the Earth, last week. In our previous episode, Emily Baldwin went behind the scenes to see the preparation that goes into this production. Today, Myth or Comma recaps the beautiful work of your fellow Eagles.
Live from Studio 301 at Prosper High School, this is Eagle Nation News.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, April 30th. I'm Emily Baldwin.
And from 6 feet away, I'm Zach Manning.
India is being hit hard with COVID-19 as the nation surpassed 200,000 deaths on Wednesday from the virus. The nation is seeing more than 300,000 cases and approximately 3,000 deaths each day. Officials are saying these death tolls are probably much higher for a country that is home to 1.35 billion people.
The CDC says that cruise ships can resume normal activity as early as mid-July. Ships will require all passengers and workers to be fully vaccinated in order to board. All individuals on board the ships will need to provide proof of their vaccination records. The CDC also said that it will respond to applications for test cruises to ensure the safety of all individuals who wish to take part in cruise vacations.
Severe thunderstorms rolled through the Metroplex on Wednesday night, causing damage to cars, houses, and businesses. More storms are making their way through the Dallas area and are expected to continue to do so through the end of the weekend.
Prosper High School's Fashion 2 class put together an exhibit to reveal what students have been working on for the past few months. Myth or Comma took to the annual fashion show to help showcase the many outfits and staple pieces.
One highly popular form of self-expression for students, celebrities, and people all over the world is fashion. PHS has allowed students to explore this way of expressing themselves through offering various fashion classes which teach students to make their own clothes. To celebrate Earth Day, one fashion class displayed its individual nature-inspired designs during the annual fashion show held in the PHS Stadium Community Room. These looks featured earth tones including shades of brown, green, white, and gold, shocking the audience with intricate and elaborate designs. All of the featured ensembles were fully created by students and were tailored to each designer's models, setting up several fashion students for futures in the fashion industry. The PHS Fashion Show was able to capture spring fashion trends and student self-expression, benefiting both audience members and students pursuing future fashion careers. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Myth or Comma.
With Prosper Spring Sports wrapping up, athletes are taking titles and advancing even further in the competition. Grace Escobel is in studio with this week's edition of Game Time.
Thanks, Emily. Over the weekend, Prosper Wrestling competed in the state tournament, with the boys finishing 5th and the girls 19th. Senior LJ Richardson came out as the 160-pound 6A state champion, while seniors Chase Farham and junior Taylor Martinez finished as state runners-up. Track also did well over the weekend, with the girls finishing 7th overall in the Region 1 6A championships. Junior Aubrey O'Connell finished 2nd in the 800, 1600, and 3200, and qualified for state in each of these events. O'Connell also set a new school record in the 1600 and 3200. Congratulations to all of these athletes for their incredible accomplishments. Moving from the track to the courts, the tennis spring season came to a close on Tuesday. Boys double team senior Jet Anderson and junior Drew John were able to advance to the quarterfinals regional tournament, but fell short in a tough match against Plano West. In baseball news, the boys walked away with a tough loss against McKinney Boyd on senior night. The Eagles fell 7-1 to the Broncos, putting Prosper at 7-4 for the season and 3rd in the District 5 6A standings. Baseball will play a final game of the season before playoffs start tonight at 7:30 against district champions McKinney Boyd at McKinney Boyd. Last night, softball walked away with a 5-1 win over Marcus in Game 1 of the Bi-District Series. The Lady Eagles will play again tonight at the Prosper Field at 7. In pro news, the first round of the NFL Draft kicked off last night with the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence with the number 1 overall pick. The Cowboys had the 12th pick of the draft and went with Penn State linebacker Micah Parsons, partly due to Coach Mike McCarthy claiming the Cowboys needed to be faster on defense. Parsons ran a 4.39 40 during his pro day and was considered one of the best athletes in the draft. In more football news, reigning MVP Aaron Rodgers has informed some individuals in the Packers organization that he does not plan to return to Green Bay, which is a complete opposite from when Rodgers claimed a year ago that he wanted to start and finish with the same organization. As softball continues its quest to advance to state in the playoffs, the team is seeing its months of preparation coming to fruition. Cade Richardson hits the diamond to find out how the Lady Eagles have achieved success this season.
Coach Rainwater and the Lady Eagles softball team just kicked off their playoff season against Flower Mound Marcus last night. Just like their regular season of play, the coach has made sure all of his players are prepared for the postseason.
All year long, we work on situations, we work on reading pitches, we work on getting our defense set, a lot of scouting. At this point in the season, it's really just going over and fine-tuning the things that we've done, and then taking care of our bodies, staying healthy, and doing what we need to do just to be healthy and be at our best.
Right now, the most important focus for the coach and his team is winning the next game in Prosper tonight.
This team improved throughout the season by coming together, staying together. We have lost 3 games, which this team hates losing. When they lost their 3rd game, they made a conscious effort to do whatever they needed to do to make sure that didn't happen again. So the intensity picked up, the work picked up, the practices, everything they can possibly do to make sure that we continue to play our best softball and win softball games.
With the Lady Eagles softball team making it to the playoff season, Coach Rainwater believes his team's possibilities are endless.
What we want to achieve in the playoffs is to play our best softball. All year long, we talk about as the season goes on, we need to keep working, keep getting better. So we want to play our best softball in the playoffs. So that's what we're looking forward to. When we play our best softball, we're going to be competitive with anybody we play with.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Cade Richardson.
When we return, we will hear about the latest in entertainment news. The annual Academy Awards honor actors and movies that earn audience praise. Will Carl is in studio with a recap to the Oscars on today's edition of Talent Talk.
The annual televised ceremony, the Academy Awards, more commonly known as the Oscars, took place in Los Angeles on Sunday, April 25th. The show was widely criticized for its annual In Memoriam segment presented by actress Angela Bassett this year. Critics claim the slideshow transitioned at a much higher speed and contained, quote, jarringly upbeat background music for a segment focused on memorializing people who have died. Prosper is no longer a small town as former fields continue to turn into housing, retail, and dining areas. The Gates of Prosper is about to double in size with its new phase, 2 stores beginning to open. Riley Miller reports on Prosper's newest addition to the community.
Prosper has turned into a shopping epicenter, with Phase 1 of the Gates of Prosper consisting of shops such as Dick's Sporting Goods, Walmart, Field & Stream, GNC, as well as an array of dining options including Panera, Chick-fil-A, and Whataburger. The area at Preston and 380 is still expanding. The implementation of Phase 2 now offers the Prosper residents even more highly sought-after shopping and dining options. Stores already built consist of Hobby Lobby, Yard Art, Tiff Streets, and T-Mobile, while Starbucks is nearing its opening and training its staff for opening day. Despite its already tremendous growth, Prosper is continuing to expand, providing residents with more amenities than they've ever had locally. I'm Riley Miller, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Want to stay up to date and can't wait for the next episode of Eagle Nation News? Visit our Instagram page at Eagle Nation Network and look for the Eagle Minute highlight. Here you will find everything you need to know in 60 seconds. From the latest in pop culture, politics, sports, and maybe even a sneak peek of the upcoming episode, you'll always be in the know. Again, our Instagram handle is at Eagle Nation Network, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Eagle Nation News and subscribe to Eagle Nation Network on YouTube. We'll see you over there.
After this short break, Allison Wood provides you with important information regarding upcoming AP exams for PHS students.
With the end of the school year approaching, that can also mean final exams, projects, and for many students, AP exams. Allison Wood has everything you need to know when preparing for these upcoming tests that can earn students college credits.
As many may remember, the structure of last year's AP exams was irregular due to COVID. This year, though some abnormalities may occur in testing compared to years prior, exams will follow the typical structure. Though this may look different for students, it's still important to understand what this means and how to prepare.
My advice for people who want to do well on the test is honestly Relax.
Exams will take place on May 3rd through 17th, and all students will be required to come in person to complete the test. More information on standard testing procedures, as well as the sections and how they will be graded of each test, is available on the College Board website. If you would like to find resources to review, Quizlets and College Board's YouTube channel are some of the first places to look. After finishing the exams, scores should become available in July, although due to late testing, it may take longer to receive said scores. Students can access their scores through the College Board website by logging into their account after scores are released. I'm Allison Wood, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Senior year has been a different experience this year, and there are still some exciting remaining events in these last few weeks of school. Julia Bizion is in studio with Miguel Gutierrez to discuss these events.
Thanks, Emily. I'm your host, Julia Bizion, and joining me today, I have Miguel Gutierrez. Thank you for being here. So tell me a little bit about what your plans are after high school.
So after high school, I'm planning on going to Collin College and probably majoring in video production. It's my main plan right now.
Okay, and then what are your plans? What do you want to do with that major?
My plan, I'm not exactly sure, but I think I want to go into like filmmaking or just producing videos and audio, yeah.
Alrighty, well this senior year has certainly been very different for all of us, so tell me about a few moments that have really made this year amazing for you.
I've definitely enjoyed a lot of the senior lunches, all the times I've been able to connect with my friends just outside of school. And in school I can connect with more people, I feel like I've made connections a lot this senior year.
Absolutely, and I know that's super important for all of us, especially these last few weeks. We're about to go away. Tell me about what your expectations are for these last few weeks and really going out with a bang.
Well, I'm excited for prom. I'm going with a bunch of friends, and it's gonna be a pretty fun experience. I'm excited for senior week and whatever's gonna go on there. So yeah.
Alrighty, thank you so much for being here. Some heroes wear capes and some rescue animals. Madeline Wentz has more on how one PHS teacher is saving the lives of local pups.
Rescue shelters and organizations take the initiative to step in and find millions of homeless pets loving families. These rescue organizations are in constant need of volunteers to help change lives, and PHS Pre-Cal and Algebra 2 teacher Michelle Sparks does just that.
I work with the Boxer Rescue of Oklahoma, and that's actually where we adopted Gigi. I work with Big Dogs, Huge Paws, and Great Plains Mastiff Rescue.
Gigi is Sparks' own 7-year-old boxer rescue. Gigi's story and the rescue group she came from inspired Sparks to start volunteering.
Gigi was one that she was completely emaciated, and so to really see her kind of come out of her shell kind of made me fall in love with the rescue process even more.
Sparks spends every other weekend transporting dogs to their new owners. Throughout her years as a volunteer, she has been all over Texas and Oklahoma.
There are many rescues out there that need volunteers, whether it be a transport volunteer, a foster home, a volunteer that helps sell items where the money goes back to the rescue.
Millions of cats and dogs are being euthanized in shelters every year, and hoarding and mill situations can also lead to pet deaths. Rescue organizations are able to save pets from these locations and help them recover from potential trauma.
Unless there is a dog or a cat breed that is at risk of going extinct, there's just no reason to buy from a breeder. From a shelter or a rescue group, you can adopt and rescue a dog of any breed.
To support no-kill shelters and rescue groups, you can donate, volunteer, or adopt from organizations such as the ASPCA, Operation Kindness, and Big Dogs, Huge Paws. I'm Madeline Wentz, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. I'm Zach Manning.
And I'm Emily Baldwin. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.